welcome to the Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign November 2019 Tarot and Oracle card reading. So, Geminis, I have a really interesting feeling about your reading, and before we jump into it, I just want to let everybody know I've already shuffled and premeditated on all the cards. I'm going to start out with the Oracle cards and then we'll jump into the Tarot. Let's just get into it because I'm kind of excited about what I feel is going on with you Geminis out there. So, the first Oracle card that I pulled for you guys was Leg Up, a leg up specifically. 34 breaking down to a 7. My first impression when I seen this was kind of the obvious. You're getting some help with something. You may be working on a project, you may be trying to accomplish a certain goal, and doing it by yourself just hasn't really been getting you the results that you've been looking for. Maybe there's a part of the project or a part of your goal that you maybe just don't have the certain skill set for or the certain knowledge for. I'm thinking knowledge because what came next in the Angelarium deck was the Angel of Mysteries. And I'm going to tell you right now, Gemini, that when I pulled this card with the leg up card, I'm not going to lie, I started getting secret society vibes. I'm under the impression that some of you guys are joining a group, maybe. And it doesn't have to be super, secret society, Illuminati vibes, esoteric knowledge vibe. It doesn't have to be all mysterious and things like that. It literally could be a study group at your school. Maybe you need some help studying for finals. Maybe you need some help, I don't know, researching. I'm getting, you're searching for something. You need some information to help you accomplish a certain goal. But for a lot of you guys, I'm getting that information that you need has to do with the mystery schools, esoteric knowledge, tarot, witchcraft, psychic abilities, secret societies, Freemasonry, things like that. I'm getting the vibe that a lot of you Geminis out there are curious about things that are supernatural or, I guess, outside of the norm. And I understand that, especially if you're watching tarot, a lot of you guys already have that sort of inclination. But then we got the crow. So the crow is all about mysteries. The crow is all about psychic powers, foresight, abilities, things like that. So I'm under the impression that a lot of you Geminis out there are dabbling in the psychic arts, dabbling in the arts, in the craft a little bit. And that's just for some of you. For others of you, if you're not dabbling in the craft, you're researching something. You need some information on something, and you've been trying to figure out the answer to whatever puzzle that you're trying to solve. If you're trying to get a job, maybe you're trying to, figure out what it is that you're missing, that you need to get that job. If you're trying to, like I said, start a new project, a craft, something like that, you're doing research and you're trying to figure out how to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish in the best way. And it's looking like there's somebody that's going to come in to help you. Maybe a community of people that you're going to, come in contact with that could help you with this. And that's fabulous. If you have an interest in something and, you're fumbling a little bit on your own, that's great that you can go to a community of people to help you. But that's the message that I'm getting. I'm getting that a lot of you Geminis out there have something that you want to do, and you're going to meet some people, or it could be people who are already in your life. They're going to come along and give you a leg up. Give you a leg up and help you out a little bit. Help you make a little bit more progress than you feel like you've been able to make. It very well could be like, you seeking a little bit more knowledge about your side business or something like that, your side project. You wanting to dive a little bit deeper into how you can grow as a business or something like that. But I'm getting the vibe that you're going to get a little bit more help than you maybe expected. Get some insider knowledge or something like that about something. Secrets, boom. The word secrets is coming in my mind. A lot of you Geminis are going to be privy to a lot of secret knowledge that can help you. That can help you get sort of that competitive edge to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And that's great. That's that's really great. That's really great. I mean, secrets are fun. Having that competitive edge is wonderful. So whatever it is you're trying to do, Gemini, I think that you're going to get exactly the information you need to achieve it. I think I just want to jump into the tarot. Let's just jump right into the tarot and see what's going on with you Geminis. I'm excited. I mean, as a practitioner of, you know, all things psychic, you know, esoteric, supernatural, it's a lot of fun when you see things pop up that hint towards it. So I hope that that resonated with a couple of you Geminis. So without further ado, let's jump into the tarot. We're going to use the True Black Tarot deck. I hope you guys like this one. I really love it. It's beautiful. If any of you guys love it, just let me know. I love the communication. Gemini, you're the communicators. Communicate with me. Let me know if you like this because, you know, I'd love to improve. But let me stop blabbering. Let's jump into the tarot. I'm curious about what you want knowledge about. So, what messages do we have for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? All right, we have a few messages to start out with. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Wands, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, lots of air and fire energy. So let me show you the cards. We started off with the Eight of Swords. Like I said, maybe you've been in a state of looking for something, trying to find information, trying to discover a secret. Gemini, I don't want to say this, but are you spying on somebody? This isn't going to be for everybody, this particular thing that I'm about to say. But some of you guys may be looking into somebody, you know, trying to find information on somebody, and now you've kind of hit a dead end. And now you need help with that. I don't know why that message came to me, but that's going to resonate with some people. But for others of you with the Eight of Swords here and the Page of Wands, I'm feeling like with this Page of Wands, it's one of my favorites. There's a portal that this page is jumping into or is inspired to jump into, and you're going down kind of like a rabbit hole at the moment. You know, you're just finding more and more information about a person, about a place, about a thing, about a topic, and it's just leading you to all of these different avenues. You're getting so much information with all of these swords. However, with that Eight of Swords that we just talked about, it's almost like you kind of hit a crossroads to where there's so much information that you don't really know what's real or fake. And with the Four of Swords here, I'm getting the idea that some of you guys need to take a break. Whatever it is that you're overthinking about, perhaps, maybe you need to take a break. And maybe that's where that help comes in. Perhaps for some of you, maybe that's where the help comes in. With the Five of Wands here, maybe there's an idea or information that came to you that you didn't want to hear, that maybe went against what you believed, and it's making you anxious. You don't want to hear this information. You're not trying to hear this because it makes you uncomfortable. Maybe it gives you a feeling of wanting to push back. Maybe somebody's coming towards you, accusing you of things, or accusing somebody close to you of things, bringing up topics that, you know, you're not very comfortable with and you want to push back. That's what I'm getting here. But with that Four of Swords on the table, I'm getting the impression that whatever it is that has you a little bit confused and uneasy, I think that you need to sort of give yourself a break. You're overthinking. With the Page of Wands, I feel like you're overthinking about something because you don't have all the information. You're seeking knowledge. You might need somebody else to come and give you that final piece to the puzzle. Whatever it is that you're researching, whatever it is that you're investigating, which it just sounds so exciting to me. Whatever it is that you're investigating and you want to know more about and you're trying to dive deeper into, maybe you're overwhelming yourself. And with that Nine of Swords here, you're overwhelmed. It's keeping you up at night, Gemini, and you don't deserve that. You know, nobody deserves that. Don't let it take you over, because with the 8 and then the 9 right under it, it's keeping you mentally trapped and keeping you mentally in a place to where you can't really move on until you sort of give yourself that 4 of Swords, meditative, resting, recovering state from whatever information you found out or are coming into understanding. Maybe there's just a new understanding that has you sort of like, has your back up, you know, has you sort of like defensive, has you just uneasy. Let's get some more information. What other information do we have for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What other information do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What other information do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? All right, so we only need a couple of cards. Okay, this one flipped up, so we're taking that one, this one, and this one, and then the rest will go there, and then we'll take what's at the bottom of the deck. All right, we have the 5 of Cups. This one was already flipped up. I think maybe you took a risk. Maybe you went off on a whim. Maybe you were feeling adventurous, and you followed a lead. You followed a lead. You followed a path. You did something unique and special, and it disappointed you with the 5 of Cups. I think maybe you did something that disappointed you, right? But then with the 4 of Wands here, recovering from maybe hitting that dead end to whatever path or rabbit hole you follow is what's going to bring you that, I guess, the reciprocity, the feeling of, you know, getting your just rewards, you know, feeling like all is well. We have 4 on top of 4. Getting that karmic balance. Something shocked your system because you went hunting for something, Gemini. And I don't want to say it, but maybe you went you went looking for information on a person, perhaps, with that Page of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Or it could have been the Queen of Pentacles here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Maybe that's you. You have that in your birth chart, but maybe you went looking for information on a person and what you found you didn't like. Right? But with the 6 of Swords here, this new information is actually allowing you to move in a better direction than you previously have been on. Whatever you know now that you didn't know before, it's a little bit scary. However, it's also empowering. It's empowering. Don't be tempted to, you know, get in a fight with somebody, a verbal altercation. You know, the 5 of Wands is always like my petty squabbles type of card. But it's also like my childish energy sort of card. Don't be tempted towards that because you're upset about what you found out. You know, and for those few people out there who have been on an esoteric journey, Maybe like your worldview has been a little bit shaken, and that's okay. When you find more knowledge, it can be scary. Things change. Your perception of the universe change. You know, it changes. You know, it's like the Matrix. Once you find out that you're in a certain box, or you're in a certain reality, you know, that's separate from what you believed that you were in, it's world shattering. It can be hurtful with that Five of Cups there. But with the Six of Swords here at the end, it's about moving forward. And I think for you, skipping over the whole, I want to scream, I want to shout, I want to fight somebody phase over whatever information you found out. I think that's what's going to serve you and give you that Four of Wands satisfaction. You know, bring your mental state back to like a more balanced way of being. This is a very interesting read. Geminis, it's a very interesting read because, and you know, there's so many swords on the board, so this is very specific to, you know, an energy of knowledge, information, curiosity, discovery, innovation. So it's very close to the archetype of Gemini, and in essence. Then we have this Five of Cups. So whatever knowledge you sought may have unearthed your, you know, your feelings of stability. But with the Four of Wands here, I feel like you're going to get right back on track. I feel like you have nothing to worry about. If you've been thinking about a relationship issue and you went spying on your partner and you found out something, I don't think it's something that's going to destroy you. I think it's something that's going to empower you. If you've been, you know, looking into other options of employment or something of that nature, I don't think that, you know, you're going to feel down on yourself if maybe you hit a wall with your search of a new job or something like that. I think that you're going to find something with that Four of Wands and then the Six of Swords. Success. I'm going to clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019. Queen of Swords. All right. This is Gemini energy right here. Could be Aquarius or Libra, but I feel like it's you, Gemini. I feel like it's you receiving the information that you need, but not letting it shrink you. Not letting it, you know, it's when you get information, it's meant to expand your worldview. And with the Eight of Swords, that's a shrinking energy. That's looking around you and feeling trapped by your perception of your place in the world, of where you are, what your capabilities are. But with that Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords holds the knowledge. The Queen of Swords holds the experience, and the Queen of Swords is not afraid to knock down whatever barriers are in front of her or him. Gender is not a thing here. Okay, it's a receptive energy, receiving information. However, the Queen of Swords is a strong archetype. The Queen of Swords isn't held back by, you know, new knowledge, or held back by, you know, limitations, anxiety, things like that. And I think that that's what you need to embody, Gemini. Embody the essence of not being held back. Just because something doesn't pan out right in your mind, it feels unjust, you know, it feels not like it's not supposed to exist. It does exist, and now you have to make a plan on how you're going to move forward. Clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019. Clarify the Page of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Right, Gemini. I feel like you're gonna find out something that's so strange, but so fitting. It's like all the answers that you've been looking for are right in front of you. And it's like, with this Page of Wands, it's up to you to seize the opportunity. With all these swords on the board, it might be a really scary opportunity. It could be, and with the 6 here, it's like leaving comfortability, leaving familiarity for the unknown. However, you do have knowledge of what's out there. And with the 10 of Pentacles, stability is out there, comfort. You know, things, you know, the resources that you need for your family are out there. But you have to be bold, brave, curious. I know you're curious, right? But you have to take it a step further. Rather than just being curious, take the initiative, push yourself. Jump into that portal towards that 10 of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for you at the other end of whatever it is that you've been enlightened on. You've been enlightened, Gemini. Out of all these words that I had to say so far in this reading, enlightenment is the most obvious thing that's going on here for you, Gemini. And there's a tangible reward for you at the end of this with the 10 of Pentacles. That's not just ideas or whatever. The 10 of Pentacles is a tangible reward for you taking a risk and going towards whatever it is. If you, like I said, if you got insider knowledge, look, whatever you do, don't put it on me. I'm here to tell you that there's an opportunity for you, a tangible, 3-dimensional opportunity for you to make some money, for you to bring security to your life. But it's up to you. Let's clarify this 4 of Swords. This right here, the 4 of Swords is it's a curious thing to me. Let's clarify the 4 of Swords for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019. Clarify the 4 of Swords for my Geminis. Clarify the 4 of Swords. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, you might be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or Leo individual, or you might have that in your birth chart. And like I said, something came to you and now you feel overwhelmed. What should I do? Where should I go? What path should I take? It's very interesting, Gemini. I'm so curious as to what you found out, as to what you know that you didn't know before, because it's giving you this uneasiness because you have options. But on the 4 of Swords, I honestly don't believe that you're meant to just you know which path you need to take. Don't be overwhelmed by the illusion of options. And that's what the 7 of Cups is all about. The illusion of all these different paths that you can take. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. And with new information, of course your mind's gonna burst with inspiration and ideas and all these things. But I think that maybe you need to take some time, just a brief moment to regroup and figure out where you're going. And with that King of Cups there, if that's not another person, and in the beginning we said that somebody could help you with this. Maybe this person is coming in with those options that you have available for you now with this new information. This other person could be coming in with information for you with different paths. It's a little creepy, Gemini. I'm getting Matrix vibes. I mentioned the Matrix earlier, but this is really feeling like somebody's offering you the red or the blue pill. And now you have to take a moment to decide with that 4 of Swords. With the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands here, even though it's followed by the 4 of Swords, I don't think that you have a lot of time to decide. And maybe that's what's throwing you off. It could be a new job opportunity. Something that other people don't know about, or something that other people aren't paying attention to. You have knowledge here and somebody else is giving it to you. Some other people are giving it to you. Maybe you are a part of an organization that is offering you some sort of knowledge on something, some insider's knowledge. You know, maybe you have just connections, friendships with people, and they're offering you a secret entryway. Oh, Gemini, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's keep going. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands, please. Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify. Oh, there it is. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands rushes in. For me, I'm getting with the Five of Wands there. You might have to defend yourself, Gemini. But please don't get caught up in petty squabbles, because I'm feeling like there might be some distractions coming towards you. Because you have new information, it's like you're focused on, oh, what can I do? Where can I go? What can I do with this? What should I do? Etc. Maybe you're tempted to just jump ship, run for the hills or whatever. Maybe everything's irritating you right now. Everybody's irritating you right now. Like I said, there could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your life, or that could be in your birth chart. But don't get irritated. Don't get so irritated to the point that you make a rash decision that doesn't get you to that Four of Wands moment, to that Ten of Pentacles, that doesn't allow you to hop on that Six of Swords boat and move towards your destiny, your proper destination, to seize that opportunity. Don't get distracted. That's the message. Clarify the Nine of Swords, please. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Whew. Okay, we have a couple of things. All right, we have the Fool, and we have the Ten of Swords. This is pretty important. Whatever you find out this month, within a month's time span of you watching this video, it's important, because it's going to change your worldview. Whatever you didn't know before that you know now, there's something in your life right now that is absolutely going to have to come to an end because you have this new information. And you're going to have to set off on a whole new journey with the Fool card, the Joker here, the Fool. You are going to have to cut something out, end it, and set off on a new path, a new way of being, a new way of thinking. You might be just getting a spiritual enlightenment. Like I said, you might be coming into a, like a group of people. You know, if you're into like witchcraft, you might join a coven. You know, if you're of spiritual nature, you might join a group of people who are of like minds, and you have to abandon your old ways of living and thinking and viewing things and go on this new journey, this new path. And you can't be afraid. You have to embrace the fact that even though you do have new information, you don't know everything. There's still something to be delighted in when it comes to new knowledge and the unknown. Clarify the Five of Cups, please. Clarify the Five of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Don't ignore the opportunities in front of you. And this is especially reiterated because it's right under that Page of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. If you're being offered something that could change your life for the better, that could make you more comfortable, don't ignore it. Don't sleep on it. Don't rest too long. 444. Don't rest too long. Don't hold on too tight to what's familiar. Because there's a Ten of Pentacles moment waiting for you at the other end. And that's amazing. I'm excited for you, Geminis. Two of Wands, make a choice. Choose your path. The blue or the red pill, Gemini. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands, please. All right. King of Swords, Gemini. Head over heart. But also, you're having help in this situation. Like we said in the beginning, there are people here to help you. It might be your significant other that is guiding you towards your new path in life, that is helping you. Divine counterparts, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. There's so many people on the board. I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you Geminis are part of a group or organization. Could just be your job, people that know your job, that have information and have opportunities for you to seize. The people in your life are the key to your evolution, to the next step of your conscious experience. And I say that term, and it seems dramatic, but that's what's happening right here on this table. There's a conscious evolution going on for you. And that could come in the form of switching jobs. You thought that you were cut out for one type of work, but then you realized you had an aptitude, a better aptitude for another type of work. Clarify the Six of Swords, please. Clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. All right. Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. We have 3 tens on the board. You have to let go of something in order to get the next thing. It's something tangible with this Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles popped up twice. At the bottom is the Four of Wands once more. Your success and your stability and your comfortability depends on you releasing the old ways, the old things, leaving something behind for something new. I'm thinking it's very tangible. Could be a home, could be a job. You could be selling some things that you can get the finances that you need to invest in something that you have this, like I said, insider knowledge about. It's a very interesting position to be in, Gemini. And there's so many players on the board that I know for sure there are people in your life that are guiding you in this direction. And I think it's a group that you may be a part of, or you might have a certain interest, and maybe you're following some of these people on social media, or you're reading books about people who have similar ideas to you, or you're actually in real life communicating and networking with people who have the knowledge and the skill set to help you elevate whatever it is that you have wanted to elevate. And with the Five of Cups here, whatever it is that you're trying to change in your life and you need support on, it might hurt. There are cups on the board. So for some of you, this might be a relationship situation, like I said in the beginning. You might have found out some things about your relationship that you're not too comfortable with. Your family that you're not too comfortable with. Your job. Something that you believed in has sort of dissipated. The veil has been lifted on whatever you used to believe in, and now the truth is coming forward. And now you have to make a decision on how you're gonna proceed, because there's no going back. When you get information, you can't unknow something. You know now. And for a lot of you, this is an exciting revelation. It's something secretive, mysterious, something that other people don't know about, that's fantastic, that has a 10 of Pentacles at the end of it. There's a lot of sacrifice involved in whatever it is that you want. Very interesting, Gemini. Let's get some advice cards for you. What advice do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What advice do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? What advice do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2019? Okay. So the first bit of advice would be the Nine of Wands. You have to keep going, keep pushing, no matter what you're faced with. And then the Devil. With the Devil card here, like I said, you might know something that you shouldn't know. And whenever you have knowledge that other people don't have, there's a certain power position that you hold. Perhaps don't be tempted towards the darker side of things. For instance, if you know about a job that other people don't know about, you know, you're qualified, other people are qualified, but you're the first to get there or whatever, you know, don't go for it and maybe, you know, feel like you got it because you're better than the other people or something like that. Not saying that my Geminis out there would do that, but with a devilish energy, it's kind of like this greedy energy. Like I'm hearing an evil villain laugh in my head. Whatever it is that you know that other people don't know, don't like use it to, you know, hold power over people or hold it over somebody's head, or, you know, use it to control people or whatever it is. You know, take your opportunities as they come, but don't let it consume you, because there's something very special and significant that's happening for you Geminis that you might have to hold close to your chest. And then we have the Gemini Lovers card at the back. We have temptation, and then we have divine true love right here. If this is about a partnership, Gemini, don't use the power, the knowledge that you know about your partner or whatever you know now to control your partner or to manipulate them. Whatever you know, use it for good instead of evil. Like I said, if you found out some knowledge that could elevate your business, elevate your project, elevate you as a person, don't use it for your divine good with the Lovers card, to get more in touch with who you are, get more in touch with your divine purpose, okay? And don't let it, you know, don't crumble under pressure either with the Nine of Wands, because there's pressure. There's pressure that comes along with this knowledge. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. You're being offered power, and now you're responsible for how you handle it. What other advice do we have for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? All right. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna take this one. That's it. And then whatever's at the bottom. Okay. So the Judgment card. Evolution. There's an evolution of your conscious experience happening. You're being offered a portal into the next level of your existence. That's dramatic, I know. I'm sorry. Something big is happening that's going to change your worldview. You might be moving into a new tax bracket and offered the, you know, abundance and the opportunities that you wouldn't get in a lesser tax bracket. You may be offered a new position that you couldn't afford the things, or not even just financially, you couldn't do the things that you could do before. If you're a part of an organization, you're doing more now. You know, if you're in a relationship and you have this leverage over your partner or something, whatever it is, you're leveling up. You're getting an opportunity to level up, and I see you doing it and taking it, but be careful. Don't forget where you came from with the Six of Cups. It's a very innocent, reminiscent energy. Don't forget where you came from, Gemini. It's so interesting when messages come to me, and I'm so clear about your message. Just don't forget where you came from with the Six of Cups. More Scorpio energy on the board. Somebody has Scorpio in their chart, or they're dealing with a Scorpio. I personally have a Gemini moon, and I'm a Scorpio sun, so it's very interesting whatever's happening here for us, you know, with Gemini placements. But don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the people that helped you along the way, no matter how high you elevate. And maybe I should have more excitement in my voice, because I am excited about whatever is happening here. But I'm also a little bit wary for you, Gemini, because like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. And it's all on you, Gemini. No pressure. You're powerful right now. No pressure. I really hope that something in here resonated for you, Geminis, because I am thoroughly overwhelmed with the sheer magnitude of the energy that is happening in your life. And I think that a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. I hope you do. If you do, comment. If you don't, please comment too. Tell me where you got lost, because there's so much happening here. The unknown is being unveiled. It's like, we don't know what we don't know, but something's coming that we don't know, or that you don't know, Gemini. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this helped clarify whatever's going on in your life, Gemini. I really hope that it did. Please like and subscribe. Share my videos if you can. A little bit of support would help me bring more content, know what you guys like, know what you don't like, help me improve and get better. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, Geminis, okay?